Components are building blocks of a user interface. They divide UI into smaller pieces and allow the developer to think about each piece in isolation. On this website, a component can be represented by text in a lab navigation, a logo, a price tag. If we visualize components through cubes, each component represents one cube. One cube for the text, one for the logo, one for the price tag. An application developed in React is made up of many building blocks, many components. These components are different, they have different functions and different characteristics, but all of them can be combined to create bigger and more complex object. 3 small components create one navbar row. 9 small components create one product visualization, and many components create the whole web page. Now let's take a closer look at the code. To render a single line in the site navbar, we utilize a custom component called SiteNavItem. As you can see, this component is built using 2 other components, ListItemButton and ListItemText, which are provided to us through the Material UI library. One small thing about the syntax: component names must always start with a capital letter. The reason is simple: this is how React recognizes that we are building a component and not just an ordinary function. So, conclusion. React follows a component-based architecture, which means that the application's user interface is divided into components, smaller pieces, and each of these components is responsible for rendering just one small part of the user interface. Components are self-contained and independent pieces of code, which means that they encapsulate all necessary information and functionality to operate properly. They are designed to do only one specific job, and to make an application we have to combine many of these components together. And that way, of course, the components are reusable.